Where are you on sugar price supports?
Sugar price supports. Where should I be, Terry?
Shit, it makes no difference to me. If you're for 'em, I got money for you from my sugar producers in Louisiana and Hawaii. If you're against them, I got money for you from the candy manufacturers.
You pick.
Let's say 4.
Yeah, 4. 4.
If you start with the premise that all of the politicians are paid by the same special interests, the conclusion that they are all in the same group is almost inextricable. Further, it appears that these special interests have the general goal of concentrating capital. One primary vehicle in this enterprise is in political processes and legislation, which, broadly speaking, deregulates industry, enacts right-to-work laws, reaches free trade agreements, and reduces taxes on corporate profits and passive income. Historically, this has been the Republican agenda, and for the most part, the people have been opposed. The Democrats used to be thought of as the common man's party. This changed with Bill Clinton, who was convinced that the Democrats could only win office by being Republican light. The Democrats now have a twofold problem. First, they screw the common man. Second, their laudable interest in equal rights has mutated into really bizarre notions, such as that it's reasonable for a man to get in a boxing ring with a woman and beat her brains in. Here's the thing. Republicans are awful, but they can win elections because the Democrats are even more awful. If we recall that the politicians are all in it together, doesn't it seem fair to suspect that they have an agreement for the Democrats to fuck things up so much that the people beg for Republican solutions? Speaking of which, Biden certainly fucked things up. He has our bankrupt military wasting money in undeclared and undefined wars all over the world. He has the border being overrun by unvetted people from all over the world. And he has an economy which is imploding as countries all over the world are withdrawing from the dollar. On top of this, he has some mental challenges. It was almost inevitable that the Democrats were going to lose this election. Biden could have taken the loss. But this would have left Kamala hanging around like an albatross for 4 years waiting for her DEI turn. They knew that there's no way she could ever win. She's too stupid, too lazy, and too unlikable. As a result, if Biden took the loss, then the red team almost certainly would also win in 2028. By forcing Biden out and making Kamala take the loss, they can start 2028 fresh. Which begs the question, do you think Kamala knows that she was used like this?
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Kamala made a big point in her so-called closing argument that she would unite and be the president of all the people.
And I pledge to always put country above party and self, and to be a president for all Americans.
So I was wondering how she would argue that we should all unite behind America's Hitler since he won and help him be the best president that the United States has ever had. What I heard was a blue lawyer expressing a double standard.
In our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States. And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.